Lesson 2. Pros and Cons. As soon as we step into school, we are taught that 8 hours of work a day is normal. That's what everyone requires of us. School days tend to last for about 8 hours a day, from Monday through Friday. When you end up finding a job, usually a part or all of your salary is based on hours worked. As a conclusion, the 8 hours a day wasn't chosen because of scientific reasons, but because it was partly driven by the goal of increasing production and consumption. However, there are some advantages of working full-time in a company. A weekly or monthly base salary, which offers you a slight sense of freedom, you end up learning a whole lot about how to run things, how to interact, politics, group insurance, retirement benefits, paid vacations, social security, etc. After all, you are spending 8 hours a day there. It's in our nature to keep things different each day in order to avoid monotony. It depends on whether or not you can create content. As a blogger, you can often take breaks at your own leisure in order to boost your creativity. Breaks often help create new content and think of new ideas. A small tip for new bloggers: you must create an objective list each day with at least 3 tasks that you need to get done. Plan at least 4 or 5 hours a day for real work. Creating daily cycles will help you create a routine. As we said before, your workday must look something like this in order not to burn your energy levels, decreasing your productivity and creativity. A creative task. Work for 90 minutes on a task. An untimed break. Take 20 minutes of break doing whatever you feel like doing. An administrative task. Check and respond to your emails, do phone calls, manage social media and your website, and other small tasks such as these. In the long run, it will help creating a session of 90 minutes for these administrative tasks. That way, emails are not piling up, phone calls are on time, and social media is satisfied. Another untimed break. Repeat. Try going through this cycle 3 to 4 times in a day. Measure your tasks. It's easy to count how many hours you spend at work, but not so easy to figure out the quality of your work. For example, measuring the amount of hours you've spent on writing is not the same thing as writing something of quality. Quality is not about putting your thoughts on paper. More often than not, people want quality, not quantity. We must change "I worked this amount of hours to do this" mindset to "I created this and produced this." Action and reaction. We must measure the reaction and evaluate it. This system is hard to maintain because there are many things out there able to catch your attention to distract you. So start small. That's how you prepare for a traveling blog. Another thing you should take in consideration is that natural light compared to artificial one significantly boosts the alertness level. Artificial light often leads to sleepiness and a reduced level of cortisol that can lead to stress-related issues and low energy, which means your productivity level decreases. Another point to remember is that the environmental temperature must be balanced. If you work in a cold environment, in short term, you will be more alert and more productive. However, if it persists, your energy levels will be drained faster. Working in a warm environment will also reduce your energy levels, but slower. Remember, balance is everything. Keep the 90 minutes of work with regular pauses in between. Here are a few benefits you can get if you choose to become a travel blogger. 1. Enjoying freedom. As a freelancer or blogger, you make the decisions. As an employee in a firm, in order to make a decision, you need confirmation from quite a large amount of people. 2. Meeting entrepreneurs and other bloggers. It's a great feeling once you start your first trip while blogging. It's something new, something exciting. You don't know what you will find, whom you will find or interact with. Remember that you have to find inspiration in your surroundings. Seeing people come into your life once you start working. When you are out there creating content and something that matters, people will start noticing and want further content. Once you start growing your notoriety, people will start to recognize you. You will need to find inspiration in others. Talk to people who meet in the places you visit. Starting a conversation with them seems like a far-fetched scenario. Well, it's not. That is how you create content. You get a glimpse behind the stage, behind the culture. 3. Knowledge. Gaining knowledge from being a digital nomad is not the same thing as attending a university class or reading from textbooks. They help by offering insights, sure. However, what you experience firsthand while traveling, history, culture, and people will prove to be a much needed escapade. 4. Having no regrets. We tend to ask ourselves, what if? It's completely normal to feel doubtful. After all, the fight or flight response is in each and every one of us. We want to know that we are good where we are. If we get out of our comfort zones, we will soon find ourselves in a real-life adventure. We create content as well as memories. We will have personal content to discuss with people we'll find in the future. Share insight about our own adventures. Could your blog turn into a successful business? Will we ever do what we want to do? There are so many questions, and you need to determine whether or not you are fine with never finding the answers to them. 5. Experiencing a real-life adventure. As Robert T. Kiyosaki once said, in school, we learn that mistakes are bad, and we are punished for making them. Yet, if you look at the way humans are designed to learn, we learn by making mistakes. We learn to walk by falling down. If we never fall down, we would never walk. It's easy to fall into the strict web of security and safety of our jobs that some will never get the chance to take real-life risks and experiment in the real world with all that it has to offer. Just like many books, if you view your life as a journey, as an adventure, then it doesn't matter if you fail as long as you learn. After all, in this life, we are students. Our lessons don't stop once we get our bachelor's degree or master's degree. We learn and take exams without even knowing. If things don't work out, employee option is always available as a safety net. 6. The wealth scale increases or decreases with location. As a digital nomad, you might end up visiting countries that are less expensive. Seeing that your laptop is basically your office, you end up using your abilities in areas where costs are low. There are many beautiful and interesting places that are cheap to visit, which is a clear benefit. You don't have to worry about having a boss that doesn't approve your vacation request. Everything you do matters from now on. You will be able to decide how much time you want to devote to your business, making money while seeing the world. 7. Experience more. Whatever you do now must be done with the utmost enthusiasm. Since you are your own boss, you decide what you like and what you dislike. Weekdays can be seen as weekends. Being able to travel from country to country will allow you to experience different cultures, understand other types of behaviors, help you develop a business with a twist in order to stand out of the crowd, and most importantly, it will make you feel happy about your adventures. 8. You decide when you want to work. You are able to work when you are most productive, when you feel like you are able to create something. Having a full-time job can be rather bland, going to meetings all day, talking about the same topics, or trying to find a new conversation topic in order to avoid monotonous days. No one is productive for every minute of that 8-hour schedule. When you feel least productive as a digital nomad, you can take some time off of your work and explore, admire, and create content, stories, memories, and experiences. These elements build up a successful person.